What's up, folks? This is Chris, Music City Driver. This is on a laptop, so it's a little different. I wanted to go ahead and talk about. Sorry, I forget the camera's down at the bottom left corner over here. I wanted to go ahead and talk about my guaranteed earnings this week. So I looked at my LYFT earnings from this week, and I have received a total of $756.82 on ride payments. Also got $91 in tips, $15 in cancellation fees, and I think I got a couple of bonuses as well, for hourly bonuses. And I'm not sure if those are actually counted in right now or if they're just paid out next week. So I'll have to look at that separately. So I don't know what it is with, and so before I have inadvertently forgotten to mention that I do the larger categories as well, like LYFT Plus and XL on Uber. This week, I've only done a total of like 14 Uber rides, and those have been all XLs. I believe there may have been a couple of surged X's in there because I don't do Uber X unless it's surged. It's just the way it is. And on LYFT, I believe I've only had 2 plus rides all week. So it's actually feasible in Nashville to do pretty well, I believe. I'm going to look through here real quick at my LYFT driving summary and see if I can tell. There's a lot of rides in here. So 61 rides on Monday. I had 10 rides, and all LYFT. Every single one of those is classic LYFT on Monday. On Tuesday, on which I had 11 rides. Excuse me. The reason I'm going through this is because I want to give some hope to people that you don't have to just drive a plus vehicle to make it on LYFT. Those are all LYFT as well on Tuesday, every single one of them. Now I did have quite a few prime times, but anybody can get those, obviously, because they're prime time. On Wednesday, which I did 13 rides, I do believe Wednesday is maybe one of the days that I got 1 plus ride. Let me look. Yeah, I got 1 plus ride there. Yep, 1 plus ride. Which is a pretty good one. It was $39.66 was how much was paid to me, plus a $5 tip. It was prime time, so it was $31.73 in prime time. So that had to have been what, probably 150% prime time or something. So that was a good deal. Like I said, that was on Wednesday, so that's 1 plus ride so far, 1, and it was a prime time, which does help a lot. But I've had regular LYFT rides that cost about the same. So Thursday. 10 rides on Thursday, October the 12th. I'm pretty sure I don't think I had any plus rides on that day either. Well, I had 1 plus ride, and it was a really short one. It was only $6 and no tip. It was 1.28 miles, 7-minute ride on plus. Not much at all. So anybody can make that on a regular LYFT ride. It's not like I made a substantial amount of money from that on that. And last night, I had 1 plus ride at the beginning. So I've had 3 plus rides all week on LYFT and still manages that much money. So plus ride that I had last night was the very first ride I got. It was at 5:13 p.m. It was 1.88 miles. It was a little bit prime time, or no, it wasn't actually. It wasn't prime time at all. Sorry, it was 1.88 miles. It took me 21 minutes though because traffic was horrendous. And it was $13.77 for the ride payment, $5 tip. They took their fees out of $3.44 and ended up $15.33. So in other words, basically what I'm trying to say is that the majority of my earnings this week did not come from plus rides, which is kind of odd actually. I usually get a lot of plus rides, but this is by far the most rides I have done with LYFT, period. The next closest I came was like 50 rides, I believe. Of course, I've worked a lot more hours. It's 32 hours on the clock so far showing, which is not really a lot, honestly. But on my bonus calculation, now this is the key. This is what I'm really talking about. Now, I mentioned that my acceptance rating got knocked down to 89% because I had to cancel the ride that, when an auto accident last night, I had to cancel the ride that I had accepted and And actually, I mean, it was accepted after the accident. I should have gone completely offline. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got a ping to Opryland Hotel, and I was on the way to it while I was talking to the lady, actually on speakerphone, and she said, "No, you can't take that ride because you've been temporarily deactivated." So I was like, "Okay," so I had to cancel the ride. So I think that affected my acceptance rating, which is kind of bullshit. But anyway, so I've got an 89% acceptance rate, 61 rides, so I only need 4 more to get 65. And there was no hour qualification. The guaranteed week earnings was $8.95, and I earned so far this week, and I haven't even finished it, for $847.82. Now that includes prime time, it includes tips, and it includes ride payments, not the fare that's paid to me, but the payment that's paid to Lyft. So keep that in mind with these guarantees. It's not necessarily the amount that you're getting, it's the amount that the passenger pays to Lyft. And like I said, it counts the tips as well. I don't know if it counts as cancellation fees. That's actually something that I need to look at. But yeah, so 847. Let me see if this adds up. My total earnings was 672.57 so far. So 756.82. Let me get the little calculator out real quick here. I just want to do this so that I can inform people about this stuff. So had 756.82 in ride payments, $91 in tips. Yeah, they don't count cancellation fees in that. So 847.82, which is what I said, includes just the ride payments and the tips. When the ride payments, of course, includes any prime time that you get. So they do not include cancellation fees in that, which is actually kind of a plus. So I got $15 that didn't get counted towards my thing. But my point is, those 4 rides that I take, depending on if I get a plus ride or not, I'm actually about to leave here in just a minute. It's 5:46. I'm getting a much later start today, but I had some stuff going on. So with the wreck and all that stuff, you know. So yeah, unless I make less than $50, I'm not on 4 rides, which is quite possible with the ride payments plus tips. Then I'm probably not going to get anything from this guaranteed weekly guarantee. So Lyft is pretty smart with that, actually. I'll give them kudos for that. So they tempt people with the $895 weekly guarantee if you do 65 rides. So I guess they projected my earnings pretty well, because if I had only had minimum fares every single ride, 65 rides, think about that, 65 times 4 with no tips, that would only been $260. And that would have been, they'd had to pay me a lot of money, but I guess they knew that it was going to be a busy week, so there'd be lots of prime time, and then that I drive a plus vehicle, so I had the chance to get higher fares. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm about to head out to drive, and I just wanted to do this quick video before I left. I will probably update you guys on Monday, probably, with the end results of the weekend, because tonight's the last night I'm going to drive. I'm not going to drive tomorrow. Tomorrow's my relaxation day, and I stay at home with my family day, catch up on DVR, stuff like that, get ready for the work week. I got another guarantee email for $850, I believe it was, for 60 rides for next week. So that kind of tells me they're expecting next week not to be quite as busy. But I don't know if I'm going to try for that guarantee or not. It'd be nice to get the $850, but it looks like I can get it anyway with just doing the rides. So without really worrying about acceptance rate necessarily. So there's that. But then there's also the other types of guarantees. You can get your average hourly guarantees that depend on acceptance rating as well. So thank you guys very much for watching this video. It is a little longer than I intended it to be, but I went over all that stuff about 9 minutes. So if you guys are out there, please be safe. Seriously, you never know when somebody is just going to turn into a daring jerk and just drive right in front of you. I looked up the location where the accident was, and looking back at it, there's no way I could have avoided the guy. I mean, he clearly took off from the other side parking lot across one lane coming eastbound, the turn lane, and then into my lane going across to another parking lot. That's why I hit him in the front passenger side, and the impact was on my left side. So there's really no way I could have avoided him. If I had swerved to the left, I probably would have hit the right side on the back of his car. If I had swerved to the right, I could have run off into a ditch because there was kind of like a little ditch culvert kind of thing there. I might have missed him if I'd done that, but I honestly can't remember if somebody was coming out or anything. I don't think anybody was coming out at that point, but still, anyway, hindsight is 2020. But you never know when somebody's going to do something like that, so be safe. I got to look at my dash cam as well and make sure that the settings are correct or something, because I don't know why it didn't capture that accident. That would have been helpful, but I'm pretty sure the cop, the look on his face was like, yeah, that guy was at fault, basically, is the way I read it. Was like, oh, okay. As I explained to him what happened, I was like, yeah, I was westbound going towards the interstate, and suddenly he darted across the street, like right in front of me, and just, I mean, he gunned it really fast. I guess he thought he could make it, and he said something about it to the effect that he had gunned it right before, as he saw me coming, because he didn't see me when he started, but then he saw me as I was, coming at him, and he tried to gun it to get in and didn't make it. But actually, it's a good thing he didn't make it more across, because like I said, it would have hit the passenger door and possibly caused a serious injury, or at least an injury. I wasn't going as fast as I think I was probably when I hit, because I slammed on my brakes. I put everything into slamming on the brakes as hard as I could. And I did slow a pretty good amount, but I still made the impact. I just couldn't stop from hitting him. I was probably going like 15 miles an hour, 15, 20 miles an hour tops, probably when I hit him. I think the speed limit was 45, so the reaction time was like, I didn't have a lot of reaction time, and I'm actually kind of surprised that I was able to stop as much as I did when I did. But anyway, you guys be safe out there. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you're looking to drive for LYFT, look in my description down below and check out the code. LYFT does pay out $5.33 every single ride that you take, and it also pays me as well, just disclosure. And I think it's on the first 30 rides in 75 days. It's pretty easy to make that, I think. And the good thing is, even if you don't complete all 30 rides, you still get $5.33 as you go. So you get something at least. With Uber, you more than likely aren't going to get anything because it's a guarantee. So check it out. Also check out Mystro. It does help quite a bit, especially when you're running two platforms, Lyft and Uber both. You can try it out for a 30-day free trial with my link down below, and there's no obligation on that. If you do sign up for it, I do get a bonus, a referral bonus, $5 I think it is for a monthly subscription, and I think they have some different subscription options. I actually need to go to their website and check it out again, but a 30-day free trial doesn't cost you anything. If you do end up paying, it is a business expense, so remember that. You can deduct it on your taxes later. I find it extremely helpful in managing the apps. You don't have to touch the apps to accept the rides, as long as it meets your criteria. Sometimes you can override that. If you are, for instance, on Lyft, I have it to, when I'm doing this guarantee kind of thing, I have it to auto accept any ride, basically, because I need my acceptance rating to stay up there. If I, for whatever reason, decide that I don't want to take a ride right then, if it's inconvenient, then I usually just go offline. It's just the easiest way if I'm going to the bathroom or something like that. But anyway, guys, please drive safe out there. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys later and give you a recap of the full weekend, hopefully on Monday, when I do Monday. So stay tuned for that. And you guys be safe out there.